Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Zermatt here from ZimdogTuning. First of all, I want to say thanks to you guys. I've had a massive reception the last couple of videos, which I'll put a link up above and in the description if you missed them. A couple of touring car hot laps, a couple of track guys, been really good. Got some thumbs up, so consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps sort of grow the channel and get the content out to more people to help improve driving, which is what we're here to do at the end of the day. So it's really great, guys. Good stuff. What we're doing today then? We're in America. We're in the US. We're in Indianapolis, but we're in a German touring car. We're in the Audi RS3. Familiar, as you know, we've done a couple other videos with this car, sort of same paint, but today we're going to be looking through a couple of laps around in Indy GP, and not actually first on this one. So RBM Playhard's got a great time on the leaderboards, as we'll see in a minute. But it's not all about getting first; it's about improving. And when I first started off in this time trial today, I was dire. I was really quite poor actually, and after sort of 20 laps or so, I was starting to get into the rhythm, and eventually set a pretty competitive time. Shout out to JSR TYPE R for the tune. It's shared. Go and grab it off the leaderboards. You're in exactly the same car as me and play hard. So yeah, let's dive in and see what we can do around Indianapolis Motor Speedway, as it's called on Forza. But we're on the GP circuit. The main one that all the hoppers use them and that sort of thing. Remembering this car, front wheel drive, just shy of 400 brake. It's pretty beastly for a touring car, but as you can see, Playhard's up there with a 26.452. We've got a 0.4, but best part of half a tenth behind. But then there's a bit of a gap to third place and the rest of them. So you join me on lap 11 here, which as you can see, I've already been doing this for 15 minutes or so. I've got the braking line on as well because I'm really struggling in the touring cars to get the right braking time, and in these cars braking is everything. You can gain so much from being good on the brakes in these. One thing that is starting to annoy me on this car though is the exhaust being in the middle on the back. I don't know why, it just seems strange to me. I actually had a Cooper S in real life which had the sort of twin exhaust at the back, but having one exhaust looks a little bit strange. As you join me going down the back straight, so over the sector line, we're actually sort of half a tenth up on our previous time. You can go right out onto that curb on the inside. You need to hook in on the inside of that curb. We're staying in third gear. You want to curb the wheel spin, get on all of these curves on the inside, and actually this corner is really important to get a smooth exit. In the touring cars, it's all about carrying speed. So in a normal car, you'd actually set up slightly different from that, where you'd go in a little bit wider, but in this you go have a shallower line and carry more speed. Slightly different on this one. I messed the apex on this lap, and I'm experimenting with gears. So down into the second gear, I was sort of seeing if I could do this in third gear so I wouldn't get any wheel spin, and then actually the final corner in most cars is sort of really tricky. In this one it's just semi-tricky. It's still flat, but you have to time the turn in well. You see we get a 26.572, which isn't our ultimate sort of goal. We're after that 0.4, but a pretty decent effort. So let's have a look at that 0.4 now across the line. You see I'm on sort of lap 25 now, and I've been doing it for 35 minutes. I'm really dialed in. I'm starting to get my IM. Hit the braking point for the first corner. Make sure you get on the inside. Get your left wheel as far over that line as you can dare to. And you see us carry so much speed through that first sector. Brake. The back end actually breaks loose a little bit there, and I could carry just a tad more speed through there, but smooth through this little chicane. The key on that first section is to try and cut the track as much as possible, obviously without getting a penalty. Over the sector line, under the bridge, 89 up on the previous 0.5, going really wide. Actually don't get on the inside as much as I'd like to there. You can really cut that corner more, but this section's quite nice. So I get on the curbs nicely, a little bit of grass just to swing me around, and we carry that speed through the right hander on the power really early, right wide onto the curb into fourth. You can actually sort of take this next section in about 4 different ways. I've gathered in this car, but I'm going in wide. I'm just clipping that curb. Really, you should sort of go over it a little bit more, but there's a danger of penalty. A little bit of a lock up, a little bit of a sort of 4-wheel slide going into the second to last corner, and I time the last corner nicely. And there's that 0.4 lap that we're after. Definitely some time in it. Definitely some time in it, because, you know, I lose that half a tenth that we were talking about, 89 to, you know, up to just 51 thousandths up to break into the first corner. But guys, you know, it's so key to carry speed in these touring cars, so key, and without that you're going to be nowhere in these cars. You can see there's multiple lines through this first section. I'm on the curb this lap, wasn't last lap. Running out wide on this curb, you can flick, you know, there's so many different ways you can take the corner. So I urge you to experiment on the way that you're taking these corners in the touring cars, because it's all about finding your style in these cars, but maintaining speed is key. As you see, I actually get that a little bit better as I did last time, but we end up sort of going on the grass and getting a bit of torque steer there, and, you know, I've cut that a little bit too much. That's one of the sections you can't get away with cutting. Again, right out onto that curb. Obviously, if you go over there, you're going to get penalty, and, well, even if you don't, it's going to slow you down massively. Breaking into this sort of final section, it's really tricky actually. I don't think sort of once I've really hit it how I wanted to in these sort of 25, 26 laps that I was doing. Again, sort of second gear, there's the opportunity to take that in third, but, you know, I might experiment a bit further around that. But, you know, guys, tell me how you get on with this. What gear you in taking that second last corner in? You in second? You in third? I'm keen to know, because, you know, I'm not the best at these cars, but I'm trying to share my experiences. So, you know, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed sort of going around Indianapolis or taking the German touring cars to the States, then, you know, consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps. But not only that, hit the little bell icon next to it, and that will notify you each time that I post a video. We're going to be doing some more touring car racing, which I know you guys all love. We're going to do some GT setups. We're going to do some GT racing, and we've got the Daytona 24 hours coming up for Tourer, which I'm in a team for. So I'm going to be walking you through, you know, some of the things I'm doing for that, and possibly doing a bit of a live stream on the first sort of stint that I do there, which could be quite interesting. Guys, like I said, I'll put a link up top and down below to a couple of other videos that are similar to this. Obviously, if you did like it, then give it a like and subscribe. Until next time, see you guys later.